Coming to a standing position, we'll roll the shoulders back and down. Shake your head yes. And one more time, let's lift up and just wiggle the fingers at the top, what we call a volcano. Adjust the feet hip distance apart. Relax the shoulders down so there's that space between the ear and the shoulder. We'll take a deep breath in. The hands exhale out and down. Now going at your own pace today, we'll go right into a sun salutation, scooping forward, reaching for the sun. Hands go out and down to the ground. Fingertips will touch the mat. You can trace your hands down the legs. Then step back to a push-up plank. So we step back with one foot, then the other. Lengthening out long. You can be on your toes, you can be on your knees. You get to choose. And then we'll slowly lower down. You can hover or relax to the mat, because we're going to look forward to a cobra or upward dog. Now, elbows can be bent or straight. We're going to loosen up the neck, shake your head no. Then dig the toes into the mat, hips lift up and back, shoulders drop to the downward dog or a puppy dog on the knees. We're thinking of pulling the belly button in, hips pushing back. And then we're going to walk the dog, bend one knee, then the other, alternate the feet. Walking our dog. Now walk your feet in toward your hands and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders roll to the ears, they push back and down, shake your head yes. And we'll do that all over again, bending the knees, scooping forward for the sun salutation. Hands coming out and down, fingertips to the ground, step back with one foot, then the other to a push-up plank. Stretching long. And then slowly lowering down. You can hover or relax to the mat. And then we'll look forward to our cobra or upward dog, loosening up the neck. Dig the toes into the mat, hips lift up and back. Shoulders drop. You can be on the knees or the toes. Puppy dog or a downward dog. You can walk the dog here, bending one knee, then the other, alternating the feet. And then walk your feet in towards your hands when you're ready, and slowly rolling up. One vertebrae at a time, stacking the spine, shoulders roll back and down. Shake your head yes. Hands go out and up for our crescent moon, leaning to the left. Hands can be together or apart, it does not matter. Or think of pushing that right heel into the mat. Some people bring it back a little bit to create an extra curvature. But then we'll lower down the left hand. Right palm turns up, elbow pulls back. We look up to see the sun, breathing in and exhaling out. Revolving that crescent moon. And then from here, we'll stand tall, place your hand on your head, let the head fall to the side and wiggle the fingers. That left hand, we also might rotate the palm up and down a couple times. And then we'll slowly lift towards the sky. And together at the top of the hands, they come down heart center. A little pressure with the palms. Relax the shoulders down and take a deep breath in. Think of expanding the ribcage out to the side. And exhale. Breathing in, expanding. And exhaling. We'll take one more deep breath. And exhale out. Lift the hands straight back up. Lean over to the right, hands together or apart, it does not matter. In our crescent moon, we're digging that left heel into the mat, left hip out to the side. You can bring one foot back. You're looking for a little more of a stretch. Then you're digging your toes into the mat. You're having a balance. We'll lower down the right hand. Left palm turns up, elbow pulls back. We look up to see the sun. Breathing in. Exhaling out. One last deep breath here. And then we'll place your hand on top of your head. Standing tall, wiggle the fingers on the right. Rotate the palm, turning it up and down. And then we'll slowly lift towards the sky with each rotation. Loosening up that shoulder deltoid muscle. And then lift the roof off the building. Big breath in. Maybe come onto the toes and exhale. Another big breath in. Shifting the weight back and forth. Hands come out and down. Roll the shoulders back and down. You should be a little bit warmer than when we started. Loosen up the neck, wiggle the fingers, the toes. We'll move on to a warrior pose, standing hip distance apart. I'm gonna bring that left foot back. Heel lifts up and down. Pushes into the ground, hands lift forward to the sky. Shoulders relaxing, breathing in. Exhaling out. We've been adding a pose of the month each month. We're going to go through all of the years today with April added on. Hands come together and lace your fingers. So place your hands on top of the head. They slide back to the base of the head, the neck. Their pillow for your stargazing at night. We're going to bring the elbows back. Think of pushing the rib cage forward a little bit, hips forward. The chest lifts slightly, looking for the stars at night. Fingertips can also slide apart if you want just the fingertips touching the head so you can get a little wider stretch. Big toe, baby toe, heel pushing into the mat. Strengthening the front knee, stretching the back calf. Now elbows drop, palms turn up, squeeze the rib cage in our Atlas pose. We hold the weight of the world on our shoulders. Our shoulders push down to the ground, chin tucks in and up and back. Head's leaning against the world here. You're stretching the heel of the hands so the fingertips are kind of pulling back, squeezing the rib cage. Shoulders dropping down. One last big breath in. And exhale, hands come to the front knee. We're going to rock back and forth, lift up the back heel, the front toe, get all the tension off the feet. In our rocking horse, we'll shift your weight forward to the front knee, tapping the back toe. So you just did your pose for January. Going into our February, we'll slide that foot across if you would like, or it can stay right back in the warrior three. It's a low three today. Now we're going to lift left hand up. Maybe bring it across the front of the body. So you feel that stretch coming through the hand, the elbow, through the hip, down the leg that's behind. Now, if you'd like to turn this into whatever feels best for your body, you can keep both hands down, have your hands up to the side, foot can be up or down. Tightening around the center of the body. Like someone's going to come poke you in the stomach, you would brace yourself. And we'll take one last big breath in. And lower the foot down. Hands come to the front knee, rock back and forth. The foot's behind, slide it across. And then step forward, walking in place. Wiggling fingers, toes, shoulders roll. We'll do this again on the other side. Standing hip distance apart, right leg comes straight back. Heel lifts up and down. Pushes into the ground. Hands come forward to the sky. Strong warrior one. Hands come together. Lace the fingers, place your hand on your head. And then the hands slide to the base of the neck. Elbows pull back. Fingertips might come apart. Push the hips forward. The rib cage comes to the front and tucks in just a little bit. Our stargazer, big toe, baby toe, heel pushing into the mat. And the deep stretch on the heel and the back. One last deep breath in here. And the elbows drop. We're still stretching the legs. We're going to stretch the shoulders a little more. Chin tucks in. Hold the weight of the world on our shoulders as the elbows squeeze the rib cage. Fingertips turn out, stretching the palm of the hand. Our Atlas pose, holding the weight of the world. So pushing forward with the hips, digging front toes into the mat to strengthen the knee. One last big breath in. And exhale, hands come to the front knee and we'll rock back and forth. Lift up the toe a couple times. Lift up the back heel. And we'll shift your weight all the way forward to the warrior three. And that's a low three, so if you want to take that back foot and draw the line behind you, we're going to lift up right hand and bring it across. So you feel that stretch come through the hip from the fingertips. Now you are holding the weight on that front standing leg. Tighten around the rib cage, dig the foot into the mat. But you can adjust having the hands up or down, wherever it feels comfortable, toe up or down. And we'll take one last deep breath in here. And lower the foot down, lower the hands, slide the foot across, then rock back and forth. Get any tension off the feet, and then we'll turn sideways on your mat, however it feels comfortable for your body. We're gonna bend and straighten the knees, going up and down a couple times. Shoulders roll back. Loosening up any tension. And then where it feels comfortable, we're gonna lift up and come out to a 5-pointed star. Going right into our pose for March. Shoulders relaxing down, loosening up the neck. Big toe, baby toe heel pushing into the mat. Then we'll bend the knees, bend the elbows, going into the tree frog. We threw out fish food for our pond, the little fish, and a big frog came up to the top. We got some of the food. The frogs are out and about. Now, if you'd like to have one heel up, you can do that for half of the time, and then we'll change to the other. Or you can have both heels. We are thinking of spreading the palms wide. The fingertips are pushing out and away. Elbows are pulling back. So we're opening up the rib cage. If you're doing one foot, you can switch to the other if you haven't already. One last big breath in, and we'll slowly lift. Release the heels down, and the hands come down. Turn one toe forward, then the other. Wide angle forward fold, we'll push the hips back. Slide your hands down the legs. And shake your head yes. Loosen up the neck. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes again. And then we'll slowly shake your head yes, walking the hands up. Or wide angle forward fold. Tighten the glutes in the back to help stack the spine. So we roll up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders roll back. Loosen up the neck. We'll turn right toe out. Sorry, it's your left toe if you're in the mirror. Bend and straighten the knee, so we'll do the left toe. And then the knee stays bent. Place your hand on the knee, bring the knee back. Lift your hands up halfway, shoulders relax down. And then look over that left shoulder, breathing in. And exhaling, shoulders drop. The toes and heels push into the mat for stability. Adding on, we'll turn. Left palm up, right hand drops down. Reversing our warrior two. We're going to have a swimming warrior as our April pose of the month. We have our warrior two, and we're going to take our right hand or the hand that's down, scoop forward with the left hand coming back behind the ear and reaching a little higher with the right. Left hand holds on to the side of the body. Breathing in and exhaling out. Inhaling and exhaling. Now we're gonna lower down the right hand lifts back up. Right hand comes behind the ear and we lift up halfway again. So we're gonna go right into another pose. Left hand turns up, right hand drops. A reverse warrior two. And we'll revolve it. Revolved reverse warrior two or a swimming warrior, scooping that right hand down and up to the sky. Left hand comes back and around. Reach to the sky, holding up. Now left hand could be holding on to the leg, the hip, be on the front knee if you would like. But we're really pushing the fingertips high on the right, lifting up the rib cage off the hip. Getting a little higher. Now this time we're gonna keep left hand down, right hand drops behind you, both hands come behind the leg, feeling the opening of the chest. Holding everything open, shake your head yes. And then we're gonna just leave the hands right there, bend and straighten the front knee. I want you to walk your feet in if they're sliding, because we're gonna straighten both legs. Hips are gonna push to the right side. We lift our hands up halfway, reach to the left. Slowly windmill down until fingertip touches the leg. Does not matter whether it's high or low. It's where you can keep the spine straight and feel that stretch on the rib cage. You can bend the elbow, placing the hand on the hip, or the hand could be high in our triangle pose. You can have your hand over your head, or it can even be on the heart, bringing the shoulder up and back. You can look down at the ground, to the side of the room, or up to the sky, creating those triangles with the arms, the legs, the torso. And we'll take one last deep breath in, exhale out, and then walk. Left hand up, right hand drops, coming out of the triangle pose. We'll turn your toes forward, walk your feet in, nice and slow, rock side to side, readjusting any tension you might have had. Shoulders roll back and down. And we'll hold right here for a moment. Shake your head yes. I'm gonna add just a little chair, a little squat. Just sitting down, hips pushing back, hands on the knees. And they slide down just a little bit to the front, and I want you to tuck your head under, rounding the spine. It's like a cat pose. So we're just looking in at the belly button, letting the elbows come out to the side. Maybe wiggle the toes. And then bring the elbows into the center so they come towards the rib cage. I want you to flatten out the back and then extend, pushing the hips back as far as they'll go. Look forward and then roll your shoulders to your ears, back and down to stretch out the neck. Bring your bottom lip over the top lip. Lengthening out around the jawline. And we're going to tuck under again, elbows come out. Look at the belly button. Take a deep breath in. Looking forward, elbows come in. Squeeze the rib cage. We push the hips back, lengthen out the spine. Lift your shoulders to the ears, push back. You're going to tuck them into your back pockets. And bottom lip comes over the top lip, stretching out the jawline a little more. Big extension of the spine. And then we're actually going to just relax forward, let your hands slide down if you'd like. As you melt to the front, then push with your toes and slowly begin to stand, tighten the glutes. Now roll up, stacking the spine, shoulders lift to the ears. You push back and down. We're going to rock side to side in the penguin pose. Get all the tension off of your toes, off the ankles. Shoulders roll back. And we'll turn the right toe out to the side. Warrior two. Placing right hand on the knee pulls back. Lift up halfway. Dig the toes into the mat, drop the heels down. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Fingertips push away from the torso. And we look over the right shoulder. Turn right palm up. Left hand drops down, reversing our warrior two. And adding on our April pose of the month. We're going to take left hand scooping down, right hand comes behind your ear. So it's that swimming motion, the reversed revolved warrior two. Lifting up, wiggling the fingers if you'd like, but stretching as high as you can up the hip on the side. Now left arm comes back behind your ear, lift up the right, back to the warrior two. We're going to turn right palm up, left hand drops, lifting, reversing our warrior two. And getting ready to revolve. It's our swimming warrior. We're going to scoop with the left hand, right hand comes behind the ear, back and down. Big up in the front. Reaching fingertips as high as you can go, feeling that stretch through the hip. Going from the heel up to the fingertips. All this time, keep right hand down on the leg. Left hand comes back and behind. So both hands are behind the body, opening up the rib cage, loosening up the neck. Trying to stretch across shoulders. Now keeping your hands here, we're going to bend to straighten the front knee. If you have a foot that's sliding, walk the foot in a little bit. Because we're going to straighten both legs, push the hips to the left side, lift the hands up halfway, reach to the right. For our triangle pose, we're trying to stretch around the rib cage and the waistline. I'm going to slowly windmill down till fingertip touches the leg. It does not matter where. If you have different lengths of arms, so just adjust for your body. Your hand can be high to the sky. It can be on the hip. It can be on the heart, bringing that shoulder up and back. Or it can even be over the head. So you adjust where it feels best for your body in our triangle pose. Big breath in and exhale out. And then when you're ready, we'll walk the right fingertips up the leg, bend and straighten the knee, and we'll turn the toes forward, walking the feet in, going back to our penguin pose, wiggling the fingers, the toes. They're a little wobbly, a little wiggly, returning to the front of the mat wherever you're comfortable. Shoulders roll back and down. We shake the head yes. Remember, you can grab water anytime you would like. We'll inhale, drawing circles. And then reverse those circles. Make sure there's no tension on the feet. We're going to go to our dragon, furls its wings. Just means it wraps its wings around its body. Loosening up the spine. And then we'll come to the center and lift the hands all the way up. Lift the roof off the building, stretching, growing taller. Breathing in. And exhale, hands come down towards the ground. So you can trace your hands down the back of the legs. It's called brushing the earth. Or you might slide down. You can hang forward, swaying side to side in the ragdoll. Or even drawing the circles on the floor. If you're drawing circles, reverse the direction. Now we're going to bend the knees, place the fingertips on the floor, step back with one foot, then the other to all fours. It's a downward dog, a puppy dog, a dolphin, whatever feels best. The dolphin is on the elbows, the toes. The puppy dog is on the knees and the hands. Breathing in, exhaling out. Now when you're ready, we're going to come down onto the knee. Shift your weight back, Stretching long. The head might touch the ground here with the hips high. Hands can be forward, to the side, or next to the feet. You get to choose what's best for your body. Then we'll place your hands underneath your shoulders, lifting up to all fours. Readjust the knees, and we're going to go in a clockwise pattern, leaning forward to the 12. Push your hips over to the side of the 3 of the clock, the 6 of the clock, and then the 9. Nice circular motion. That also could be called a sundial. And we'll come back forward to the 12, holding, and then push the hip over to the number 3. You can be on your elbows, you can be on your hands, you can be on one of each. We're just holding the hip out to the side, stretching down around the hip and down the side of the leg. And then when you're ready, we'll come back forward to the 12, go counterclockwise, the other direction, pushing the hips to the 9, the 6, and the 3. Nice circular motion. Now, when you're ready, we'll come back forward to that 12, holding and pushing the hip over to the number 9 to the side. You can be on your hands, you can be on your elbows, you can be on one of each. Whatever you need to lean to the side and feel the stretch, that's for you. We went in the circle so you could tell where you needed the stretch. It's gonna be a little different spot for each person. And then when you're ready, we'll come back forward to the 12 and lay all the way on your stomach. Right arm extends, support with the left hand, lift up the rib cage, drop the shoulder down, lift up the chin, and rest the ear on the mat, stacking the hips. Left hand or left hip is on top and that left foot falls behind. Left hand can be anywhere you choose. It might be on the hip, it might be out to the side. Breathing in and exhaling out. Breathing in. And as we exhale, we relax into the stretch a little bit longer. The muscle is able to lengthen as it pushes out toxins. Now we're going to roll onto your stomach. And we'll extend out the left arm, support with the right hand, lift up the rib cage, drop the shoulders down, lift up the chin, rest the ear on the mat, stacking the hips. One hip on top of the other. You might find that right foot falls behind. Right hand can extend or it can be on the hip. Wherever it feels comfortable for your body today. Breathing in and exhaling out. This is called our scarecrow pose. It stretches across the rib cage, the pectoral muscles, deltoid is lengthening. And then we'll roll back onto your stomach, both arms extend, inhale, lifting up. Our prone cobra to strengthen our center core, our lower back, toes can come off the mat if you'd like, or they can be down, hands can be up, or fingertips might touch the ground. This helps with that lower back pain, keeping those muscles strong around the spine. And then we'll bring the hands forward, stretching long. You can hover over the mat. You can relax on the mat. Some people add a little swimming motion, alternating hands and feet. Readjusting as needed. And then the hands come down and we drag the elbows in, pushing into the mat, our Sphinx, shoulders roll back and down, sitting nice and tall. We'll use this as our base pose for our bow, like a bow and arrow. Bending your right knee first, and then pushing the right hip into the mat, trying to decrease the space in front of the hip. So we want that hip pushing all the way down and sitting flat on the ground if you can. And that's where we want the stretch. So you can just hold there. Or if you can add on, while still keeping that hip down, you can reach back, holding onto the foot, the sock, the pant leg. But if not, you can just rest with the head down low, head high. We have time to stretch both sides, so that's the most important part. That's why we're doing one at a time, so we can keep that hip down on the ground. And we'll take one more big breath in. And then release. Bend and straighten the knee. And we'll change to the other side. So we're gonna bend that left knee. Think of pushing the hip down into the mat. Shift your weight down so the hip touches the ground. And that may be all you need, but if you'd like, trace one hand down and around, holding onto the foot, the sock, the pant leg. Breathing in. Exhaling out. Head can be high or low. And then we'll slowly release, bend and straighten the knee. Both legs will bend and the legs sway side to side in a pendulum or windshield wiper. And then we'll come back to the center. Toes touch the mat. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift up to all fours. It's going to be a wide angle child's pose, taking the knees out to the side. Hips push back. Hands can be forward. You can even have your hands in a prayer. So it's a wide angle child pose with prayer hands and a child prayer. Or it could be a flag with the elbows out to the side. Or the arms can just be relaxed and lengthened. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, lift the head up, bring the knees to the center, and then lean to the side, bring the feet around to the front, shaking out any tension that you might have. Shoulders roll back and down. Shake your head, yes. And then we'll bend the left knee, crossing the foot over. Right hand comes forward, left hand behind your back, turn the torso, the shoulders, the neck. We create that tension with the elbow, the hand. And we'll slowly come back forward, cradling the baby. However you feel comfortable, placing a hand on the leg, the foot. Rocking it side to side, however you choose. It's close or far away. Some people use that front leg. And then we'll place this foot on the ground. Readjust the hips. Walk your hands forward. Melting to the front, we take a deep breath in. And exhale, go over to the side. On the right, point and flex the foot. Hold, take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold just a little bit more towards that knee, towards that foot. And then bring your right hand back behind you and look over the shoulder. And we'll slowly come back to the front. And I want you to hold right hand on the right leg. Left hand is going to reach towards the right leg. Palm facing down, then turn the pinky up. And then we're going to lift up. I'm going to give you a big high five for coming today. And then we'll slowly come back down. I want you to look for where you need the stretch, pushing the fingertips away from the torso. It's going to hold somewhere in here. So we're not going all the way down. We're just holding out to the side somewhere. Stretching from the hip through the fingertips across the front of the body, lifting that rib cage up off the hip. It's also stretching under the arm. One last big breath in. Exhale, push the hands out and away. And lower the hand down to the ground, walk back to the center, just to the middle, and we'll rock side to side. We're gonna lift up this bent knee and shake out any tension that we have. Bring both legs to the center. And we're gonna bend your right knee, crossing the foot over. Left hand comes to the front, right behind your back. Turn the torso, the shoulders, the neck. That spinal twist sitting down. Breathing in. Exhaling out. And we'll slowly come back forward, placing one hand on the knee, one hand on the foot. Cradle the baby and rock side to side. Could also be with that front leg if you want to give your arms a rest. And then we'll place this foot on the floor, readjusting the hips, adjusting the legs, and walk your hands forward. Big breath in. And exhale to the straight leg. Point and flex the foot. Take a big breath in. And exhale, forward fold a little closer towards the knee. And then we bring the left hand back behind you, look to the back wall in a reverse triangle sitting down. And then we'll walk both hands to the straight leg or towards the center. Keep left hand on the left leg, right hand reaches towards the big toe, palm facing down. Turn the pinky up and we inhale, lifting up, kind of creating a rainbow over our head. I'll give you a high five as you come back round and down. And then think of reaching out to the side. Lift the rib cage off the hip, really stretching under the arm all the way up and out. I'll take one last big breath in. And exhale out. Bring the hand all the way down and to the front. I'm gonna sit up tall, bring the knee in, shake out any tension. I'm gonna rub the knee a little bit. We're gonna bring the bottoms of the feet together, roll the shoulders up and back and down. Hands fall to the sides. And we're gonna bring the pinky in and then the thumb. And our flying butterfly, elbows lift, stretching the spine, the shoulders, thumb extends. And then bring the pinky in, elbows left. Very important to roll. Let's do an extra roll here. Out and back, thumb extends. And then the pinky. And one more time, pinky comes in and our flying butterfly, elbows lift. Come around and down, thumb extends. And then our pinky. Pinky comes in. Elbows lift. Out and down. One more time. And let the elbows extend, thumb comes out. Place your hands on the knees and we'll roll like a ball onto your back. You can lean to the side if you would like, as you roll back and forth a couple times. Now eventually we'll be all the way on our back. And then we'll hold our hands on our knees, draw a little circular motion. And reverse the direction going the other way. And then we'll place your feet on the floor, lift the hips up off the mat, create that straight line or your bridge pose. So straight line from the knees to the shoulders, tightening the glutes. We're gonna lift the heels up off the mat. Take a deep breath in and think of the shoulders rolling down one vertebra at a time until the tailbone will be the last thing to touch the floor. Then lifting the heels up, we're gonna lift the hips up and roll back up to the sky. Hold, breathing in. And then as we exhale, roll back down, emptying out all the air, rolling down one vertebrae at a time till the tailbone touches the floor. Do this one more time. Lift the heels up, lift the hips up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Holding, exhaling out. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders. The spine rolls down to the ground, hips touch the mat. Knees come into the center, give the knees a little squeeze, a gentle hug, rock side to side. And then we're gonna link both legs to the sky. Point and flex the feet. And we're actually gonna hold on to your right foot, let the left leg drop. So we're adding that little scissor motion. And then switch. Left leg up, right leg down. And one more time, changing. We're gonna bring the right leg a little closer into the chest, point and flex the foot. Then bend the knee on that right leg. Upside down pigeon. Squeeze the knee into the chest. I want the left leg to hover over the mat and then rock side to side. It's almost like the heels dragging against the floor. Like your foot is floating on top of the water and the tide's coming in and out. It's loosening up the hip with the leg extended, pointing that toe. And then when you're ready, let the foot fall to the floor. Rock right knee side to side. Just loosening up the hip of the pigeon here. And then going to our one side of our joyful happy baby, we're gonna let the knee fall to the right. Right knee goes up and down a couple times. Left hand can be on the left hip or out to the side like the top of a letter T. And then when you're ready, put your elbow into the mat and extend out the leg. The palm of the hand kind of cradles the leg. Leg can be bent or straight. It's anywhere it feels comfortable, letting the leg fall to the side, opening the hip. You could also slide your hands down, holding onto the foot, the sock, the pant leg. So you choose what's best here. Like our joyful happy baby, but it's only one leg out today. One last deep breath in. Exhale, we're gonna bend the knee and go to a twisted pigeon lying down. So we'll switch hands. The knee bends, it comes to the chest. Left hand comes and holds onto the knee as the right hand falls to the side to help counterbalance the weight. The knee comes all the way across to where it feels comfortable. Now, of course, that leg can start to straighten out. It could be bent or straight. You might look over the right shoulder, completing the spinal twist. A twisted pigeon today. Big breath in. And exhale out. Bring the knee back to the center. Both hands touch the knee and we'll extend out the leg. You're ready to scissor and change. And change again. Right leg's up. One last change with the left leg up and hold. Bring the left leg into the chest. You might point and flex the foot a couple times, so that stretch behind the knee. And when you're ready, bend the knee on the left. Right leg rocks side to side or floats. in the water. Heel might drag against the floor. Loosening up muscles in the hip, inner thigh. Now we're gonna let the foot just touch the floor on the right, and we're gonna rock left knee side to side. That upside down pigeon with loosening up the hips. Now right hand can be on the right hip or out to the side like the top of a letter T as we let the left knee fall to the left. Knee goes up and down, rocking, still loosening up the hip. And then when you're ready, extend out the leg, dig the elbow into the mat, cradle the leg with the palm of the hand. The knee can be bent or straight. Your hands could also be on the pant leg, be on the ankle, the foot, whatever feels comfortable. You might have a yogi toe grip with middle finger and thumb around the big toe. One last big breath in. We're gonna bring the knee back to the center, bend the knee. That's a twisted pigeon. We're gonna bring right hand to the left knee comes across the body. Left hand falls out to the side. We might even look over that left shoulder, completing a full spinal twist, lying down. Rotating the spine. Be gentle with the body. Listen to what your body needs today. Only go as far as it's comfortable. One last big breath in, and we'll come back to the center, both knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Open the arms like a letter T at the top of the mat. And both legs fall over to the left. And you can extend out one leg or both legs. Whatever feels comfortable as we look to the right in the full spinal twist, lying down. With both legs extended today. Or both legs to the same side. They can be bent or straight. Breathing in. And exhaling out, empty out all the air, all the toxins. Bring the knees back to the center, rock side to side. Let both legs fall to the right, extending out one leg or both legs or whatever feels comfortable today. Looking to the left, breathing in, exhaling out. We're going to bring the knees back to the center. Rock side to side. Lengthen the legs to the sky one last time for a full, joyful, happy baby. The legs fall to the side wherever it feels comfortable. Hands beyond the legs, the feet, the knees. You can rock your baby side to side if you choose. Breathing in. And exhale out. And then the legs come back to the center. Give the knees a squeeze, a gentle hug. Place your feet on the floor. Lengthen your toes through the front of the room, fingertips to the back of the room. Stretching, growing a little longer, a little taller. And then bring your hands down next to the legs. Roll the shoulders back and down, flex the feet. Make a fist with the hands and tighten all the muscles in the body. Tighten, tighten, squeeze. And release, feeling the difference of the relaxed body. Now this is your corpse pose, and the next few minutes is used for rest and relaxation. So just close your mind, Close your eyes and let your body be at peace. Keeping your eyes closed, wiggle your fingers and your toes, and roll over onto your right side. When you're ready, open your eyes and walk yourself up to an easy sit position. Legs can be crossed or straight or anywhere in between. And draw a little circular motion, loosening up the back. And then reverse the direction, going the other way. And then we'll come to the center, lift the ears or the shoulders up to the ears. You can lift your ears. We'll roll up, back, and down. Let the hands fall to the sides. Inhale up to the sky. Down, heart center, a little pressure with the palms. And then reverse the direction, stretching the back of the wrist. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And shake your head, yes. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale out. Bring the hands back behind you. You can lace the fingers or just push your hands into the mat. We're going to bring bottom lip over the top lip, stretching up tall. Lean your head to the right. Bottom lip over the top lip. Raise the eyebrows. Lean to the left. Bottom lip over the top lip. Raise the eyebrows. And come back to the center. Release the hands and inhale, lifting up. Exhale, releasing toxins. Inhale for the body. Inhale for the mind. Inhale for the spirit. Bring your hands heart center. And namaste. Thanks for joining me today.